Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of My Player here on FIFA 23. We had a very important game yesterday. A derby against Peterborough, which was one hell of a game. An incredible fixture that actually was probably one of the most entertaining of the saves so far, so worth your watch. Today, however, we have the next instalment of our Carabao Cup journey. We somehow, of course, managed to breeze, as it happens, past Brighton, Premier League Brighton, earlier in the save to get through to the latter stages of the Carabao Cup. We have that next round in the second game today, which is, of course, against Chelsea in the fourth round, the round of 16. We are headed to Stamford Bridge. I'd very much like to go into that in good form, both personally and as a team. We're still 4 points off the playoffs and still 6 points off the relegation zone, sat as mid-table could be. 12th of 24. Well, 2 draws yesterday, but crucially no defeats. If we can start with a win away from home against Aki Stanley, then fingers crossed, on the back of that, Adam May's got 3 goals in these last 3 games. Hopefully he can be on the score sheet again today. Hopefully on the back of a positive result here, we can not embarrass ourselves at Stamford Bridge. As ever, of course, please do continue to hit the thumbs up button for this video. All of the likes are very much appreciated, and it genuinely does help push the content to new people, so thank you for that. Leave your comments in the comment section. How do you think, as we head into this episode, without skipping to the end and spoiling it, how do you think we're going to fare against Chelsea? I don't know if we're finally going to actually have a top team turn up against us. All 3 of these are probably going to be quite difficult to get. We'll go for the avoid a loss and boost it to getting a win, and hopefully, by taking 3 shots on target and scoring a couple of goals, we can do the winning today here away from home. I'm not sure off the top of my head what Accrington Stanley's ground is called, so for now, we're just playing at Town Park, but I'm sure you guys are more knowledgeable in that regard than me. Here we go. A win could send us right up towards the playoffs here. O'Neill, forward to me. Charlotte Tracy was begging for it, but Williams is the man on the overlapping run. Play me. Play me. Play me. Goal! It opened up beautifully. Cambridge United 1, Accrington Stanley 0. It was the obvious thing to do there. I thought maybe Adam May would have played me through. But as it happens, to be fair, going to Shiloh first opened up more space for me because it drew their number 16 towards Shiloh. The 25 didn't shuffle across, and I had more room to find some space and get my shot away. Only 73 finishing as a stat so far, but we are continually racking up the goals so far this season. 7 in 16 League One games. All told for the season, I think that's my 12th in all competitions. We are, no, 13th perhaps in all competitions. We'll have a look after this game, but off to a great start here away from home. Is Adam May going to find me before I drift offside? Yes, he is. Is the keeper going to come? No, he's not. Have I got support? Yeah, but not arriving too quickly. Adam May. Digby! Saved and tipped over the bar by Jensen in goal. Nicely worked in the end. Had the option then. Certainly Digby had to shoot in that situation. It's a decent stop. I'll drift towards the back of the box. The ball is towards the near post. Headed away by Wally. Brophy could turn onto his left and have a shot here. Zeno might have a pop. I'll have a pop. It'll fall to Digby, who was onside there. Back to Zeno Ibsen-Rossi again. James Brophy, Shiloh. Stand it up. Stand it up. Oh my God! Where has that come from? The sheer spectacle of it indeed! Unbelievable, Jeff! Absolutely unbelievable, Jeff! A scorpion kick in League One! Mkhitaryan, now Giroud, now Chesnoid. What? I pressed LT, hoping he'd just try and volley it rather than go for a header or something. I didn't expect that sort of volley. I really didn't. Yeah. Scorpion kick goal. 2-0 Cambridge United. McConville down the line. Inside to Hamilton. Back to A teammate and Adedoyan buries it to bring it back to 2-1. They're back in the game, Accrington Stanley, and it was a decently put together move as well from the right-hand side of our defence. Just found a little bit of room away from Zeno Ibsen Rossi. And tucks it home. As delighted we were to get the second goal in the manner that we did. We're still only now 1 goal clear. And don't tell me I'm going to score a wonderful, outrageous scorpion kick like that in a game that we're not going to get a win in. Adamay could have a crack from here. He's wound up for it. And he's drawn a good save out of Jensen, the goalkeeper. We might yet extend the lead back up to 2 before half-time. Try and get to this if it does come to me. It hasn't. That's cleared away. It will get to me this time. We both missed it. Brophy brings it down. And I used an arm. He used an arm. They used an arm. I think it was me. It's going to be a free kick for them. That's annoying. Lee. Back to Rich Bagelu. Keneally. Can they find an equaliser before half-time? Hamilton. Adedoyan again. Keneally. Out to Wally. Adedoyan. Saved. Away, please. Oh, the striker did get there first. But couldn't find a way past the keeper for a second time. We might have gone in at the half. Level. Our scorpion kick. The highlight of the episode. The highlight of the save so far. Probably. Outside of the win against Brighton, but as an individual action, absolutely the highlight of the save so far. I've scored 2 goals and I'm on a 7.4. I think the match rating system needs a little bit of a tweak to more adequately reward you for positive actions. I should be on like an 8.5 or a 9 after that first half performance. Never mind. We're still winning, and hopefully by the end we will have that 8.5. Perrott down the line to Wally. Perrott again. Building from the back here, Accrington. If they lose it, they'll be in trouble. I might not have electric pace, but we've been on one 70-plus yard run from our box to the opposition box already this season. Don't count me out from doing something similar again. Hamilton into Adedoyan. Important, that from Williams. Very important. That was very nearly a simple tap-in for the Accrington Stanley man, and the home side would have come from 2 goals down to be level. They've had more possession, as you can see top left, but crucially, as ever, it's the goal tally that counts. And so far, we have the advantage there. Nibs could play me in here and has done. I'm going to need some support. I'll look for the ball across the box. I was trying to tuck that back to the man on the edge, and it didn't quite work as I hoped it would do. Sometimes getting your angles right with a pro camera is a little bit taxing. Regardless, 64th minute, we still lead here. On the back of the 2 draws in the league yesterday, the win would be very welcome indeed. Especially to set us up for a trip to Stamford Bridge. He's not going to play it. Adam May has me here. It's poor. It's not good enough. 10 minutes to go. Accrington Stanley counter-attack. Danger for our defensive line as McConville looks to get in behind. His dribbling has been very good so far today for Accrington Stanley. His passing decent too, evidently. And at the second attempt, Dimmy denies them the equaliser that they're looking for. I'm on a 7.5 so far, despite scoring both the goals in what looks like to be a 2-1 win. How I'm supposed to get an 8.5 rating, I don't know. I evidently need a hat-trick in every game to get myself the 8.5. Oh, is that foul? It is. A free kick in a decent position. Can I shoot from here? Probably. Is it a bit too much probably to expect a goal from here? Yes. But will I give it a go regardless? You can bet your damn bottom dollar that I will. And it's on target. I got it up over the wall and certainly down again because it bounced in front of the keeper before it even got to the goal. Not necessarily the best free kick you've ever seen. I perhaps should have put a bit more power behind that, but we have the opportunity to take some free kicks here at Cambridge and hone our skills in that area. They're going to equalise, aren't they? Oh my God! 2-2, Accrington, last kick of the game. We've lost it. We've lost the victory. We've thrown it away. From 2-0 up, they pull us back to 2-2. We've lost our 3-point haul. 3 straight draws in the league. And that heartbreak and disappointment. I get 7.7 for a 2-2 draw, but when we were winning, I got less. match rating system certainly needs a little bit of a tweak, don't you think? So into the Chelsea game at Stamford Bridge on the back of a 2-goal haul. Certainly deserved to be in the starting lineup. Thank you very much. On the back of a 2-goal haul and a 2-2 draw. That's a 3-3 draw and a 2-2 draw back-to-back over the course of 2 episodes, with a scorpion kick goal in there as well. Up next for us then, a trip to London, to Stamford Bridge in the Carabao Cup. The biggest game of our entire career thus far. Objectives. A 7.5 needed this time. I just need to play against Premier League opposition, 2 leagues above me, to actually get a decent match rating objective. 40% dribble target is achievable. For those of you that might be interested, and for me as well actually, Chelsea's starting lineup is Edouard Mendy in goal, playing 5 at the back. James, Fofana, Koulibaly, Aspi, Chilwell. Bloody hell. Gallagher and Mount in the middle. Ziyech on one side, Raheem Sterling on the left, and they've gone with Nicholas Jackson up top at striker rather than Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. The bench is as strong as it could be as well. That's basically a first team for Chelsea, isn't it? Outside of Jackson, the striker. So we're up against it here. Back to Reece James. I expect Chelsea to have a lot of possession in this game. I expect to barely touch the ball throughout the course of it, and for us to lose the fixture as a whole. But we thought that against Brighton, and we end up winning 4-1. Chilwell, Sterling, side netting. Chelsea certainly showing signs of what is probably to come for the majority of the game. It's actually a corner. Keeper must have gotten a touch on it. They're going to take it short. Ziyech. Sterling finding some space. Could go for goal again himself. Finds Reece James, who does go for goal himself. And it is 1-0 Chelsea early doors. This might be a little bit embarrassing. Picked off nicely by Lloyd Jones. Good. Get that around the corner to Adame. Go on, Ads. Go on, Ads. Good hold-up play as well. Waiting for Brophy. Tried to get it to me. Bounces free for us in the end. Into me here. Look at that run from Digby. Play Digby in. Paul Digby! His effort wasn't far away. But it was wide. Are we going to see a replay from a decent angle? We're not. You can't quite tell how far away that was. But Edouard Mendy didn't seem that bothered about it. So for a goalkeeper of his calibre isn't really asked, then he's probably quite a way away. Overlapping run from Reece James. Cross could come in. Takes his time. Ziyech, Jackson. He does wind up. And Jones intercepts, nearly knocks it into his own net because the keeper was on the floor, but thankfully he got enough on his block that it didn't carry momentum towards the goal line. And Lloyd Jones in the way again, having a solid game defensively so far. Lloyd Jones here. Brophy could play me down the line, and I'm up against Fofana, am I? Wesley Fofana. I flattened him, but I must have used the hand. Or did I? Was that a foul just for out-muscling him there? Did this touch a hand or not? If it didn't, I'll be pretty pissed. If they've done me there just for... Yeah, I think they've done me there for a foul. I'm up against Fofana. I've just dominated him for strength. Chested it down. It's hit him on the head. And then I don't think that hits an arm. I just chest it forward again. I tell you what, ref. Not a foul for me. Conor Gallagher to Hakim Ziyech. Let off for Chelsea with that foul a moment ago. Here's Jackson. Gallagher with the overlapping run of Ziyech, who's in. Hakim Ziyech. Good save by Dimmy. Outside the foot shot. Well stopped. Corner again. Looks like it's going to be taken short. Sterling's come to try and take possession. Try and watch the man on the edge of the box here. Raheem taking it on himself. And Jackson draws another save out of Dimmy. Every time we've gotten forward so far, they've stopped us. Every time they've come forward, they've looked very, very dangerous. Sterling, he's done me with the ball roll. Kalidou Koulibaly, Lloyd Jones in the way. Conor Gallagher wins it back and we'll work it away here. Brophy, please get to that first. Hakim Ziyech does. On a 5.7 at the minute. Not going well for me, not going well for us. It's all Chelsea continually. Jackson has Sterling there and Conor Gallagher, but over the bar goes the ball. Sterling will find Ziyech again. And there's the support. And Jackson. Demi's making some good stops. Making some very good stops. Going to take another short corner here. It's not really worked for them so far. Ziyech into the middle and picked off by Liam O'Neill. And quite frankly, in the scenario that we're in, anywhere will do when it comes to defensive clearances. Whilst it remains just 1-0, there is still hope that perhaps we can steal something or maybe even send it to penalties. Looks like it's going to be 1-0 at the break. Has been all Chelsea other than the one Digby chance. But we're not playing badly so far, despite what my match rating might say. Of course, in the 4th minute of 2 added on, Chelsea extend their lead. We can feel particularly hard done by there. That's a bit bullshit to me. Just offside, so I need to try and arc my run. Not having that little offside flag symbol to kind of rely upon now this year, whether it's a bug or not, an intentional removal, makes it particularly difficult to try and play on the last shoulder of the defender, because you can't really tell in this pro camera whether you are or aren't the right side of the defender. That's headed towards Lloyd Jones, actually. It was just over me. I thought for a moment I was going to have an aerial battle with Kalidou Koulibaly there. On the counter-attack, Raheem Sterling is the man left forward. Fofana will find Mason Mount. Inside to Jackson and Mount again. Sterling through the gap. Options arriving. Chelsea looking to exert their dominance here. Sterling in for another one and gets it too. Raheem Sterling's quality of finish is too much for us here. And it's Chelsea 3, Cambridge 0. We might have been blowing all expectations out of the water with the Brighton result, but this one is going as planned by the bookies. Chelsea 3, Cambridge 0. Lloyd Jones intercepts well. Meyer forward. Digby to me. I've got Reece James so quickly across to me. I had no chance there. Gallagher out wide to Hakim Ziyech. I'm at risk of being subbed out after an hour, and quite frankly, I am not surprised. I've not had anything to do, really. It's a good save by Dimmy, but everything I have had to do has been average at best. I think the 5.8 is a little bit harsh because we've done barely any attacking and I've not necessarily done much wrong. I just haven't had the opportunity to do anything right either. Shiloh's going to be underneath this, but I'm not going to get to that. And Fofana will get it forward here to Conor Gallagher. He's got options. Scored a great goal at the weekend, Conor Gallagher. That's probably a foul and a free kick, and indeed it is given as such. I'd love a free kick there to be able to take for myself, but Aubameyang is now coming on for Jackson, as if it wasn't already difficult enough. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang off the bench. Free kick for Chelsea, taken by Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang on his left foot. Terribly. All right. Thanks for the let-off, Pierre. No cross, though. Back to Aubameyang. Sterling on a hat-trick. Doesn't have it because Dimmy makes the save and gets up to get to the second ball as well. I'll call for this here, and I'll get it. I won't get it. Digby's taking it off me. I'll call for it from Nibsy. He'll get it to me instead. Just trying to stay away from all the Chelsea men that are around me. We intercept that, although the pass should never have gone to the Chelsea man in the first place. Right, come on then. I'm in behind. Great skill, it told me. I'll try and get this to Nibsy for a shot. Not equaliser, but a goal back at least. We have got a goal for the away fans to celebrate here. I get the assist. Harvey Nibbs gets the goal. Celebrating wildly in front of a lot of Chelsea fans that are going to be pretty annoyed that he's doing that, to be completely honest. Won't get the warmest of receptions at Stamford Bridge for doing so. It was the obvious thing to do there to square it across. And Nibsy tucks it away. So I do something positive in the game. And we do have something to take from it. A goal for Harvey Nibbs. One back for Cambridge. It's 3-1. Williams with the throw. O'Neill. There I am. And quickly up there to Sam Smith, actually. I'm still here in support if he needs me. It's a solid tackle by Chilwell. Won the ball, I think. But the ref's given a yellow card. I think that's a bit harsh. I'm not going to take this. We will give it... Who's going to have the best delivery? It's probably going to be Williams, to be honest. I would have thought. Give it to Sam Smith because he has the best stats. We get an in-swinging left-footed cross that maybe we can just nod home at the back post. I think he's gone for goal there, has he? I'm not sure. It's going to fall free to Adam May. We have another one. We couldn't, could we? Cambridge 2, Chelsea 3. Chaos in the box. As the cross came floated into the middle, it just pinballed around and fell to Adam May's feet. Who did it come off in the end? It was Fofana, I think, that won it. It's just fallen to Adame and he slammed it home. Am I getting substituted off? I am not. Not yet. Ziyech off as Chelsea make another change. I mean, when the first goal went in, I said, don't think about it. It wouldn't happen. 3-2. Now watch Chelsea just completely dominate possession. We won't touch the ball again between now and the end of the game. And they'll completely manage us out of it. Sterling back to Chilwell. Into Gallagher. Offside, Conor Gallagher. Now I'm getting taken off. Oh! Don't do it to me, Bonner. Bonds takes me off with 4 minutes to go at Stamford Bridge. I've gotten an assist. We will watch the rest of the match. Can the U's pull it off? Gallagher into Aubameyang. Oh, he's just burst through. No, the U's cannot pull it off. The substitute does make the difference, but it's not Ironside for me that does. It's Jackson for Aubameyang. Game over. 4-2 Chelsea. There are 6 goals in the game, but they don't go our way. Just sheer strength and determination to get to that from Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. The shot wasn't that powerful, but just placed beautifully. And we will lose by 4-2 at Stamford Bridge, but we can be proud of the performance we put up here in this second half. First half, we weren't in it at all, and absolutely it went as you would have expected it to. But in the second 45, we have absolutely held our own. And technically, we've won the second half, have we? By 2-1, unless Sterling helps them make it 5, in which case it'll be 2-2 in the second half on a hat-trick, Sterling. Conor Gallagher, keeper didn't need to make a touch. It's gone well wide, but just another sign, another showing of how quality Chelsea's team is. It's going to be game. It's Chelsea 4. It's Cambridge 2. A valiant effort from the League One side, but our Carabao Cup campaign comes to an abrupt end. I managed to get an assist. Harvey managed to get a goal. We can be pleased with our overall performance, but 68% possession to them. Like 16 shots to our 3. It was only really ever going to go one way. But despite the result, we have, and not getting a couple of objectives, we have been able to maintain our starting lineup spot for the next episode, which I think again is deserved. Norwich 1, West Ham 4, as expected. Millwall 2, Charlton 0, as expected. Spurs 0, Liverpool 1, as expected. And we'll wait and see if there's any shocks in the second half of that draw. But for now, the 3 straight draws in the league leave us continually 13th. If we'd have been able to see through the win against Aki Stanley, we would have been 10th and still in the top half. But it wasn't to be. It wasn't to be. And the playoffs are still 4 points away. It's ridiculous. And the relegation zone, 6 points away now. So we're starting to pull away from the bottom group and hopefully honing in on the top. I've got a decision to make. A tournament match lost. A disappointing result in the cup. I can say, remind everyone in the dressing room that the team has to recover now. If we don't win, make sure we learn. Remind everyone in the dressing room that the team has to recover now. If we don't win, make sure we learn. Okay, you might need to add an extra couple of things in there, EA. Or talk to my agent about moving to a more successful club in the transfer window. That's intriguing. I don't want to do that, so I will go for the Virtuoso points here. I think that's a bit harsh. I do have the Halloween one active now, actually, so I can go for that. I don't have the £86,000 needed to spend Halloween in the gym. I can afford the Halloween charity party or the team's Halloween party, but I'll go for the Halloween charity party. You can see that the... I'm going to take a screenshot of that, actually. The wording is in the wrong one. The Halloween in the gym should say, don't be afraid, work out. And the charity party should say a school near the stadium is raising funds. But we'll go with that one, £860. We'll go to the Halloween charity party. We'll earn some Virtuoso points and some heartbeat points. Can I afford the next thing yet? I can't yet. I will be able to sponsor the coach's travel in a few weeks' time. but currently only £6,500 or so in the bank. And up next for us is a game against Lincoln, who are below us in the table, who we should hopefully be aiming to win against, especially at home. And then Morecambe away, which again is absolutely a fixture we would want to be winning. I will actually put... So I meant to do this at the beginning of this episode and I forgot. I mentioned that I would do it at the end of the last one, at the beginning of this one, and haven't. I will up my dribbling slightly. Actually, I might go for agility. I want to up my agility, but I can't do my agility with any of these. Is that agility? No. How do I do my agility then? Is anything agility here? What's agility? I need that boot. Well, my agility is destined to be absolutely dead then, isn't it? Apparently. Never mind. We'll try and up our passing stats instead then. Shall we? Or I should, to be fair, my finishing is already good enough, so I'm going to continue to put the free kick accuracy on. Because my free kick I had in the game against Accrington Stanley certainly wasn't good enough. And I might put a little bit more into my acceleration as well. Might change my overall, that. It does indeed. We're up to 71 overall now, so we'll slow down with the skill point adding over the next couple of episodes. But happy enough today, I guess. 2 goals against Accrington Stanley, so I'm doing well personally. Let's have a look at the player stats, actually. I am 3rd in the overall goal scoring charts, 8 in 16. 3rd only to Malik Wilkes of Sheffield Wednesday with 9 and Clark Harris with 10. And of course, his stats are boosted by the hat-trick scored against us in the last episode. So we're having a good season personally, and I think we'll probably still top the assist charts. Indeed we do. So 15 goal contributions in 16 League One games. And of course, we've scored some goals in the Cup as well. Cambridge United gave a valiant effort in the Carabao Cup. We will have the opportunity to go again in the FA Cup very soon. But for now, focus solely on the league and getting up towards those playoffs. Thank you very much for watching. Drop the video a like if you have enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And I will see you tomorrow for another one. Ta-ta.